Clobberin time!
Atomic batteries to power. Turbines to speed.
Roger. Ready to move out.
Poker. You know the game?
Clobberanimo!
Come get some.
It's Clobberin time!
The word is given.
Clobberanimo!
Greetings. Greetings, clobberers, clobberonimos, clobberuskis, clobberians, clobberologists, clobblerians, all my dear clobbering friends out there. For those who do not yet clobber, never fear. Perhaps you will one day, as soon as you learn to bang the rocks together, guys. And good to see you all, buddies. See who's here with us early on. Well, first I'm gonna do the show notes, then I'll get to you guys. Give everybody a chance to get in here. Show notes and shout outs. I want to thank, of course, Ben and the cool gang over there at Cinema Gulp. I was just on there as a guest. I'll get the link so you can all go and subscribe to his great page. He has a stream there, and he has, of course, a lot of videos there. They've been around a long time, a great channel, and I was honored to be on there for my first time. I hope it's not the last. Had a lot of fun hanging out with them. Great people, and Ben is a great guy, and they're really fun. And we talked just got off on there with him for about a little over an hour and a half. An hour and some change. And what did we do? We talked about what? Well, we talked about all kind of cool stuff. So we talked about Planet of the Apes and Star Trek and other stuff. So anyway, so it was and movies. So great group over there, and great fellow Ben is. And please, once I can find the link, I'll try to pull it up and I'll get it for you. I forgot I thought I had it with me. Yeah, I thought I had it in my link below, but I don't. I will get it. Damn it. Anyway, before I do that, shout outs. Oh, show notes, of course. Tomorrow, fantastic Friday's return on J-Man's channel. Of course. J-Man and Sean and I reviewing all of Jack King Kirby's legendary seminal run on the world's greatest comic magazine. Fantastic Four, 1 through 102, and annuals 1 through 6, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Not tomorrow, that's Friday. Sorry. Oh, man, I'm all mixed up. I thought it was Thursday for a minute. Speaking of Thursday, the clubhouse is in session tomorrow night. I'm backwards, sorry. But let's see. It's here, and we shall have our full show this week. The great Buck D with the C is back for the full show, joining my wonderful first officer, myself, Commander Briggs, and myself for our Blake 7 episode review, Star 1, the season finale of season 2. And our Kolchak, the Night Stalker episode review, and a Star Trek Unlimited number 4 review, the comic book. So looking forward to that. I should also be at Midnight's Edge After Dark tomorrow night. That's at 6 Central. But the Clubhouse is, of course, same Clubby channel, same Clubby time, 9 Central. And then there's Fantastic Friday for that. So, and then, of course, Friday night on my good buddy 32 Flavors of Nick Weiser's channel. We're back with the comic shop, Friday night comic shop talk. 8:30 Central Standard Time. And I do believe D. Bud Martin's going to be joining us, myself and Nick and the comic shop boys, to review some more issues of John Romita's run on The Amazing Spider-Man and his Saturday Night Star Trek. Finale of season 6, I should say. Star Trek Voyager. Only 2 episodes this week. It's usually 4 when it's a regular course of the week that we'll have the final 2 of the season, and then we will do a season wrap-up, best and worst, and all that good stuff. And then, of course, it's back. Injure, Week, and Geek. The great Mark D with a C, the chief engineer, will be returning for Sunday Night Geekery. That's right. End it in the geek fashion, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And he might even throw in a little eatery there. You never know. So that is going to be a lot of fun. And then, of course, Monday we'll be back on J-Man's channel with our Legion of Superheroes reviews. So let's see who is here with us. Let me do some wrench shout outs and I'll get everyone in the chat. Eric K, the Bronze Wrencher, whether they're here or not, they get the shout out. I don't know who's here yet because I haven't been able to look back at the chat, but shout out to the great Eric K. Chris Persia, Vindicator Wrencher, the great Right North. Hope your father's doing well, buddy. D. Bud Martin, the Wrench of Iron. Lord Thoth, God of the Wrenches. Avon lives, long live the Legion, buddy. J-Man, the aforementioned J-Man, that is. Wrench Without Fear, Fantastic Legionnaire Extraordinaire, Partner in Crime on Earth B, our own music meister, Max Redstone, Fanty Outsidey, the Rascally Wrench, and Larry, our Triple Bullwinkle Wrench, Maddie's Daddy, and, of course, Kal-El, the Super Wrench. And let's see who is in the chat already. Anonymous Gamer, welcome. Good to see you, my friend. Thank you for being here. Brian Hepburn, what's up, Brian? Ravenscroft, hey. Welcome to, by the way, welcome to Clobberin Times. I should have said it at the beginning. $4.95 on YouTube, $1,495 overall over the past 15 years, and it's Wild Card Wednesday night. I forgot to do that. I'm all over the place. I don't know what's wrong with me. Joe Dog, good to see you, buddy. Joe Dog was over there at the Cinema Gulp. Good to see you over there, buddy. Claude Salang, hello, my friend. Adrian James, good to see you. It's good, always good to see you, buddy. Let's see. Stephen Mack, greetings. Dave C, what's up, buddy? Hope you're doing well, man. 1701 Tex. Shall I give it a stare? Tex. What's up, bro? And RJ Godzilla, long time no see, Kimasabi. I hope you're doing well. Good to see you all. And whoever else pops in shall be shouted out accordingly. Yes. Again, thanks to Ben and that great group over there for having me on their show tonight. Let's see. Adrian says, Clobby, you were in Type 40. Who chat weren't you, says Adrian. I popped in there, yes. It's tough to see all that chat going on because I wasn't able to look at the chat much, but I did pop in there and I think that was that today or yesterday, Adrian? I did pop in because yes, this is Wild Card Wednesday night. So whereas Monday night's Open Geek for comics, this is Open Geek for everything. Comics, you name it. I got a few things that they want to talk about for a change. This Dr. Pooh. We don't have to talk about it much, but we have it. X-Men 97. And we have a anytime somebody who was a name at whatever point in the comics industry from the old school passes away, I cover it here on Clobberin Times. Oh, thank you, Ravenscroft. I hope you had a great birthday. Indeed, J-Man. But like Joe Dog said, former comic book artist, Don Perlin, who was a co-creator of Moon Knight, passed away. He was 94. Defenders artist and did a lot of art for Marvel, Valiant, and such. And of course, he was around. I mean, he was a Golden Age artist. Now, I'm not going to be a hypocrite here and say that hey, could not be reached for further comment. Good to see you. I'm not going to be a hypocrite and say I was ever a big fan of his work. I'm not as bad as Hungry Boy, who used to I haven't seen Hungry Boy used to hang out here, as you know. Oh, okay. I thought you were DC. Yeah, it is Doomcock. By the way, oh yeah, that's another one. Happy birthday to the great Doomcock, my good friend, who's been a great friend of my channel. Who before I was ever on YouTube, he came over he was on my show, and he used to have me on his show all the time before I came over here, and he's had me on many times. And I love you, DC, and I hope you had a great birthday. But yeah, Don Perlin, like I say, I was never the biggest fan of his work. I'm the first to admit it, but many people were. He was a workhorse, though. This is a guy that met schedules, and he got the work out on time. And he was, just because, I mean, no artist is, pleases everyone. But we pay our respects here at Clobberin Times to anyone who toiled in the industry when it was a sweatshop. It's garbage now. It doesn't even really exist as an industry anymore, in my opinion. But it was a sweatshop. It was brutal, and the man had to make a living, which wasn't easy back then. Weird. What's happening? Well, something's going wonky with StreamYards. What the hell? So here you go. Don Perlin, co-creator of Moon Knight and Bloodshot. And I used to read Bloodshot and Moon Knight, of course. Longtime artist on Defenders and, a lot of stuff. What a crappy site this is. But he worked on a lot of comics, in the 40s and 50s as well. Obviously 60s and 70s. Now they see imbeciles like CBR. CBR, you're dummies. Show the man's work. Don't show just because he did the interior on this comic. You don't know anything. It's a Gil Kane cover, which I love. Gil Kane. Here's another one. Yes, he worked on Bloodshot, but he didn't do this cover. The Barry Windsor Smith cover. You imbeciles. You guys still hearing me? Because, man. Yeah, I guess you are, because I heard myself. Wow. Yes, he worked on Ghost Rider. He worked on a lot of stuff. But see, this is what I'm talking about. These idiots can't even cover can't cover anything. They talk about Don Perlin. He didn't do a lot of covers, and I guess there was a reason for that. Thanks, D-Bud. But because he did work on this character, it's disrespectful, in my opinion. You might say this is nothing, but don't show covers from other artists when you're trying to show. See, these are pages of his that he did. Don't show covers from other artists, you dumbasses. Show the man's art. I mean, I wasn't the biggest fan of the man's art, but I know he didn't do that. Barry Wintersmith did that. I remember buying this issue, this foil cover. You might think it's no big deal. I think it is a big deal. Oh, happy birthday for Monday there, RJ. Cool. Thanks could not be reached. Oh man, I don't know. That's a minor thing. I understand. Anyway, we paid tribute to anyone who was a pro in the business that paid their dues. Doesn't matter where I think they were the greatest artists or not. Well, this is man. StreamYards are sluggish tonight. Seems to me. Wow, man. Went slow. Sorry about that, everybody. See, RJ Godzilla says it was his birthday on Monday, May 13th. It was nice. I got an Amazon gift card, so I'll probably use it to pick up some Marvel Epic Collection trades. Spider-Man, Hulk, X-Men, cool stuff. Love those. You never go wrong with those. You know, if you think about it, RJ, go to instocktrades.com and you probably find some good prices on some trades and omnibuses and anything you're looking for, hardcovers and stuff. Hey, Fanty. Instocktrades.com if you haven't used them already. Give them a shot. I get good stuff on there all the time. They're cheap. You get great prices on there. Usually. Let's see here. So, yes. We could use Hungry Boy at a time like this. He was not a Perlin fan, but hey. Whether you are or not, man, the man, you know. Thanks, dude. Thanks, Tex. Bop, 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 bop. So, I think, I don't know. I didn't really buy much of his Defenders, I bought his Defenders for a while. I bought some of his Ghost Rider, and of course, he did Moon Knight for a little while when his early appearances and stuff. So, and I bought his Bloodshot. I think he even did Eternal Warrior for a while. I want to say he did work at Valiant in the early '90s. I even saw him at a con. I saw him at Dragon Con one year. So, anyway, nice man, and you know, an accomplished artist. And let's see here. If anyone has anything to drink, I'm not. You know, I got something to drink. I'm going to drink to. And don't worry, it's just cherry Coke. I'm going to drink a toast. I'm going to propose a toast and drink a toast to Mr. Don Perlin. A la Nick Weiser, because Nick Weiser likes to do that all the time. I dropped my damn cap. Where'd I put that sucker? There you are. Hang on. Oh, shit. I don't want to spill this thing everywhere. Sorry, everybody. What about you, D-Bud? Were you a fan of Perlin? So, toast to you, Mr. Don Perlin. Thank you for all you've done for all your fans. And just contributing art to the art form. And Godspeed to you. Rest in peace, sir. A Clobberin Times send off, sir. Because I respect the older artists. I agree, D-Bud. Says, it is a big deal. It'd be like showing John Romita art in an obit for Ditko. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I agree with you. It is a big deal. Can't say I was a fan of his art that I saw in the 70s. Yeah, I mean, I have every respect for him, and you got to respect the guys like that. Now, Joe Dog was a fan. And Joe Dog says, I really loved his work on Defenders when Hellcat was on the team, of course, and Gargoyle. Hey, Larry. So there we go. Joe Dog, yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed his work. And I'm glad he lived in 90, I think 95, right? 94, 95, something like that. Like Roger Corbin passed away the other day at 97. So that's another one. Yeah. I mean, but Don Perlin had a big fan following. And he had my respect. I mean, look, as a comic book fan, none of us like every artist or every writer, I guess, but especially artists, since it is definitely a visual medium. Chris Persia, what's up, bro? Good to see you, buddy. But we may not like everybody. But we still have to show the proper respect for them, in my opinion. And for CBR to do some crap like this. By the way, I'm going to put this link in now, folks. Let me just do this real quick. Oops. Send. Gulp. Here's the link to the channel that I was just a guest on. If you would please, there, like I said, I was very honored to be on their show tonight. Had a good time. Ben is a nice guy. He'd asked a couple times before, and I wasn't able to get on there. You know how much I stream, but I had tonight. Loki didn't have the round table tonight, so I went on with him, and I really enjoyed it. And he was really cool, and let's help him get some subs if we can. So anybody, if you wouldn't mind, he's still streaming too. But yeah, if you wouldn't mind, if you go give Ben over there at Cinema Gulp a sub. Maximum Red Star. What's up? So yeah, CBR, you can suck it. That's ridiculous. But what else is new, right? All right. I guess I won't say much about it because not everyone's seen it yet. But did anyone watch X-Men 97? The final episode dropped. Hey, hello there, Penny. Good to see you. What you doing there, Penny? So the final episode of X-Men 97 dropped. And okay, Jay, yeah, I won't go into it. I'm not gonna say anything. Nothing spoilery. I'll wait a week for that because there was the final episode. A lot of people were waiting to binge them probably. So I think I will do a proper review. Oh, maybe next week. Suffice it to say that I enjoyed it as a whole far better than I thought I would. For the most part. I mean, and this last episode was interesting. Yeah. Considering it's a shame. I guess considering the kind of crap we get today, some things that are, viewed through certain lenses are better than others. But, yeah. Okay, let me ask you this then. I know I'm going to get in trouble because I got in trouble for mentioning this the other night. Did any of you watch the new Dr. Pooh? I know I'm in trouble for that already. Nope, hell no. We've got a nope and a hell nope. We got a no and a hell nope, but a no. Max Headroom said no. Max Redstone says no. Joe Dog says no. Okay. Then I won't talk about it. Can I talk about it long enough to say it sucks? Okay. If you don't mind, that's all. I'm only going to talk about it long enough to say it sucks. Here we go. It sucks. And it's trash. Oh, addendum. It's a piece of garbage. Addendum part 2. Well, we're not getting go that way. Addendum part 2 redacted. Now addendum part 2A. It's filthy trash from hell. Addendum part 3. It's not any good because it's a piece of trashy garbage. And pieces of trashy garbage are usually not any good. So that's what it is. Someone's telling me to make it stop, says Brian Hepburn. Let's see. There are a few times in life where if something that I actually cared about is concerned, that I have contempt prior to investigation. But I feel that new Doctor Who is a safe bet. I would tend, as Spock would say, I would tend to agree. Brian said, yeah, I didn't mind the first one too much, but the second one was so bad. Well, Brian, I hear you, man, but I thought the first one was horrible also. I mean, that Space Babies was horrifically bad. Dave Ray Bourne cracking open some popcorn for the show. Hey, I want some popcorn, dude. Send me some popcorn. D-Bud says the only new Who I want to see is the newly animated missing episodes of the Celestial Toymaker from the Hartnell era. I think that's coming out. I thought they're coming out with a different one. When is that one coming out? Any idea when that one's coming out, D-Bud? I would like to see that one as well. I haven't seen them all. I've seen a bunch of those. Or I've seen a number of those, I guess, but I would like to see them. I would like to see them all. I will now resign my. Kadabi Reese says, it sucks so bad. I will now resign myself to the first 26 seasons of nothing more. I don't blame you. First 26, even the worst of the first 26 is better than this filth. Space Babies felt like a Red Dwarf idea ripoff. Yeah. I mean that makes sense. It's coming. Oh, okay, cool. My good buddy Problem Being, shout out to Probby, said something interesting on my good buddy Noel's channel today. Noel's TARDIS Zone. I have a link in my description. You should check it out. It's a great channel. Probby said, you know what? A good metric is if you can if you could imagine Tom Baker, John Pertwee, Sylvester McCoy, William Hartnell, or any of the other doctors doing the things that are done in these new episodes, then that's your metric. You then watch it. If you can't imagine them being involved in horrible trash like this, then you know it's not Doctor Who. And it's not Doctor Who. It's horrible. She's garbage. And Shooty's garbage. I'm not sure if who's more unlikable, him or Jodie. I have to admit, I didn't think you could ever. I mean, even in a bad show, no matter how bad it got, RJ, I'm with you. No matter how bad it got, I didn't think he could be worse than Jodie in terms of just the Doctor alone. Forget about the story, forget everything. I didn't think I didn't think I would dislike anyone as much as I dislike Jodie in the role. And she's not. That's not Doctor Who, but you know what I'm saying. Since I was dumb enough to sit through episodes, I tried to judge her as a Doctor iteration, and she's awful. Not just because she's a woman, although the character should be a man, and always, as far as I'm concerned. But even a woman who does a good job in the role, I'm going to go, that's not Doctor Who. However, I will admit if they do a good job in the role, even if I don't want them to be. But it's a contradiction. But I'm sorry, a woman should not be Doctor Who. Doctor Who is a man. But if the performance is good enough, and I can go, well, I can see that as a different take. I can see that's a doctorish woman doing a good job. I would admit it, but Jodie's of course terrible, in my opinion. And Shooty might be more annoying than her, though. I got to tell you, I didn't think you could be more insufferable, unlikable, or annoying than Jodie. And Shooty might have her beaten. Minimus is here in The Doctor Dances. The Doctor danced. He even danced at Amy's wedding. But now he goes clubbing in a skirt, and it wasn't a kilt. It was a skirt. The only thing missing was Captain Jack kissing him. I'll give him time. No, like Tex said, no Beatles songs were hurting the production of this steaming pile of Heard either. Or Heard. That's correct. It's really trash. But I promised Max I wouldn't talk about it. So with that, no more Doctor crap talk. Much of a run, Jodie's Doctor was written like a companion, and yeah, that's crap. But I got to stop. Let's see. We talked about again. Don Perlin passing away. Rest in peace, Don Perlin. We've talked about it. Well, I've mentioned X-Men 97, but I can't really talk about that to you guys. So more people have seen it. But spoiler alert, I thought it's pretty good. Although there was something really dumb in this latest one. And Dr. Pooh, we don't need to talk about that. You guys have forbade me to speak about any more about Doctor Who, so I will be done. Maximum Redstone said I would perfectly content. I'd be perfectly contented to watch Nightmare of Eden, Warriors of the Deep, and Frontios on a loop after this dumpster fire. Well, we could talk about old Doctor Who. I mean, we can talk about anything tonight. It's Wildcard Wednesday night, as long as it's geek stuff. So let's see. Let's talk about those episodes. Nightmare of Eden is crappy. I'll agree. Warriors of the Deep is pretty crappy, especially that stupid monster. And when the lady tries to like karate kick it or whatever, like karate kick it, like kung fu it or whatever, it was pretty dumb. Frontios sucks. Oh god, Tractators. Yeah, Frontios it blows, but there are a lot of other crappy ones too. And yet, it's just like a crappy episode of the original series of Star Trek. It sucks, but compared to anything else, that doesn't make it right for them to make a crappy episode, but they see the difference is when they made a crappy episode of the original series or they made a crappy episode of the old Doctor Who, they were trying to make an episode and they made mistakes. And you can forgive mistakes. Or whatever your favorite show is. If they have a crappy episode, you can forgive a mistake. You like the show. Or if there's a show that you watched and you didn't like it at all, it was bad, you can go, I don't like this show. It's no good, but someone tried to make it. Someone likes it. It's not for me. This is an actual attempt. What they're doing to Doctor Who now is an attempt to sabotage and destroy it. So they can screw off. Yep, RTD should be Klutzman should hire him to work on SCD. Of course, it's canceled. I remember Eden. I have many times. I've said many times before is what happens when frivolity runs wild. Unlike City of Death, where frivolity is extremely well measured. Yes. Also, that's because Douglas Adams can do that. City of Death, Pirate Planet, they're funny, but they're also brilliant. Captain Infinity and Beyond. Lynch's Dune, Dune just released on Blu-ray. Let's see. Just released on Blu-ray, including both the 2 and 3 hour versions. Oh, okay. You know, Captain, I don't think I've seen Lynch's Dune since 1984 at the theater. Was it 84? I guess it was 84. Was it 85? I always forget the year. 84, right? Whatever year it was, I guess it was 84. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I did not. That's coming out on Blu-ray. Well, cool. I mean, there you go. That's true. Like Minimus says, there were no survivors in Warrior of the Deep. It may as well have been a Capaldi episode. Yeah, it's look. Warriors of the Deep is a downer. It was kind of cool to see the Sea Devils come back and the Silurians also. But yeah, it was a problem. And I heard about that could not be reached. RTD wasn't a Star Trek fan until he saw Discovery, aka STD. So yeah, that figures. Yep, just somehow makes all the sense in the world, doesn't it? Could not be reached. Says it all, really. But I never 1984. Yeah, back then, like Jedi better than now. I see Dune as the superior film. Max Redstone said, Bullock survived Warriors of the Deep. I can't even remember that guy. I know that it was written by Johnny Byrne, but I can't remember the character of Bullock. Yeah, it's pretty messed up episode. What was the other episode you mentioned, Max? Frontio. Frontio sucks too. Davison's last season had some crapoids. I mean, there were some good ones, but man, oh man, I don't know. It really was kind of a bit abysmal, maybe. But then you had the greatness of Caves of Randazani. Remember, hey, dude, Resurrection of the Daleks is a downer. What was it about that season that had to be such a downer? Yeah, Bullock was the guy in red, Nigel Humphreys, Sondheim from, Sondheim, yeah, okay. From Mission to Destiny. Well done, Max Redstall. What was it about that last season of Davison where he had that spate of really dark and, like boring, and like depressing episodes? It was weird. Yeah. Resurrection of the Daleks was like a big time downer. Frontios was a downer. Warriors of the Deep was a downer. Resurrection of the Daleks was a downer. Was The Awakening? The Awakening was stupid. King's Demons was dumb. That was a messed up season right there. But I have some people, it's John Nathan Turner. A lot of people don't like any of the John Nathan Turner. I disagree. I think there's some good stuff in there. I agree that the consistency wasn't great. But a lot of people hate the whole. I have friends of mine that can't stand the McCoy run. I love his last two seasons. His last two seasons. Tex, you must be a little bit behind in the chat because your stream is about a couple of minutes back. Sometimes it happens on YouTube. It was 1984. UK was at the forefront of Cold War tensions, maybe some fatalism. That's a good point, Max. Even Kaiser Van Androzani, which I love, was a bit of a downer. Didn't right. You go right from that to Twin Dilemma was goofy because it was the first Doctor story. It was the Doctor's first story. 6 Doctors. Attack of the Cybermen was a downer. Time in the Ronnie was kind of fun. David Rayborn says, I'm just a dude, Jim. Well. So anybody got anything you want to throw out there for me to comment on our question that is geek related? Now, because it's not Monday night, it doesn't have to be comics, but it can be comics, of course. Just doesn't have to be. It can be. But if it's something I don't know. What year did Resurrection of the Daleks come out? Says RJ Gal. I think that was 84. Like Max was saying, it was the second to last episode. I mean, it was the third to last episode of that season. After that, there was Planet of Fire. Then there was Caves of Androzani. So, and there you go. At least we could talk about Real Who. Here I'm being very critical. I'm very critical of just like I'm critical of Star Trek. I love Doctor Who, and I can be critical of the Real Deal the first 26 years, but it's still Doctor Who. And when we criticize it, no one's saying this is abominable. This is attacking fans. This is called this show. The people who make the show are being deliberately antagonistic towards a fan base. They're in terms of like in an evil way. They are. The show's preachy. The show's, all making enemies out of people. None of that stuff. We're just we're just talking about basically the content, which is what you're supposed to talk about. RJ, I think it was 1984. A lot of people were probably concerned about George Orwell's predictions. I mean, but look, 1984 had a lot of cool stuff too, though. I mean, it had well, look, it is weird though when you think about it, because for example, I love Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. It had a pretty kind of a dark streak to it, but then again, you had Star Trek III: The Search for Spock, which was uplifting because we were getting Spock back. So there you go. Ghostbusters, we had that was great. It was fun. So there was some definitely uplifting stuff that year too, as far as movies and things like that. So, but Doctor Who was but yes, could not be reached for the comment. I might be of a mind that Caves of Androzani is of my favorite episode of them all. If it's not, it's right there at the top. I need to do my top 25. But yeah, with all this horrible shit that happened to Doctor Who, it's probably fun to talk about some real deal Doctor Who again. Wrath of Khan was 82, David. Can't believe it, man, how long ago some of that stuff was. So in a couple of weeks, it's going to be June. It's going to be the 40th anniversary of Star Trek 3. I might do a show about that. I'll never forget that day. It's as clear in my head as any day ever for me. Let's see. We went to that was when instead of like on the Thursday night, the first showings were always on a Friday, but they have like an early one, like at 10 o'clock in the morning or 12 or whatever, 12 p.m., whatever. And I took that day off, and Minimus airbrushed me a t-shirt of Star Trek 3. I'll never forget it. Simply Steve. More prisoner talk. Yes. Yeah. Gremlins, Ghostbusters, Conan the Destroyer, Beverly Hills Cop. Yeah. Diamond on the Street. Yep, it was. Oh, what a great year. That's another thing we're going to talk about soon. We're going to do a show where we talk about which was the greatest year of the 80s for movies. I'm going to talk, I don't know. I mean, he's a very busy man. If you're actually hearing this, Michael, don't let your ears burn. My buddy Michael French and Retro Blasting, he and I, many years ago on my Blog Talk Radio channel, did a show where we picked our top 25 movies of the 80s. We might do that again. But anyway, that day that Star Trek 3 opened, it was like June, early day in June. I forget the exact date now. Rebecca says, I like Star Trek 3, but it seemed like just something they had to make to get Spock back. That's true, but I still loved it. The ending was great, but the villain was weak, and it didn't have the resonance of Wrath. I mean, it had to live up to Wrath of Khan. I don't think that was going to happen, although I loved Krug. I mean, I loved Christopher Lloyd. I thought he was fantastic. So we met up, Minimus and myself, and then a friend of mine who was working at the time he couldn't get the day off, so he pretended he had a dentist appointment. I remember leaving his ticket. I had to get his ticket and left his ticket in his car for him. So he played hooky. Shame. And to watch the movie with us, so we could all. And we went back again that same night, if I remember right. And I went like 15 times to see Star Trek 3. I didn't care. I mean, people like to say, "Oh, it's got this wrong with it or that wrong with it." I just loved it. I mean, I was just so in love with that movie because it gave us Spock back, and it was fun, and it was a great movie-going experience. Brian Hepburn, I would have to agree with you on that one. So the best scenes in ST3, for me, are all featuring the Enterprise. Yes, the stealing Enterprise scene, that whole sequence of going on at Starfleet and at the space station or whatever, stealing of the Enterprise, that was my favorite bit. I mean, that's such a wonderful sequence of scene, that whole segment, that whole act or whatever, is the best thing in the movie for me. But no, it's pretty simple. It's a very simple movie. It's not in the class with Star Trek Through the Wrath of Khan, but I still love it. I hate that they blew up the ship. That was uncalled for. Kirk should have, but it happened. What are you gonna do? 000 destruct 0. My God, Bones, what have I done? What you had to do, what you always do. Turn death into a fighting chance to live. Oh yeah, Tex says true. 35th anniversary of Batman 89 coming up. Good perk. Taco Bell had Star Trek 3 collector's glasses. I had them all, baby. I wish I still had them though. Anybody else still have their Taco Bell glasses for Star Trek 3? I bet Tex Tex used to. He had a hurricane. Sorry, buddy. But I remember those. Wow. Brian Hepburn, you have 4 sets of the glasses. Freaking A, dude. I don't have mine anymore. I think I have one of each. Oh, look at that one. I like that, Tex. Yep, this year, is the 40th anniversary of Buckaroo Banzai. I love it. Need see Buckaroo Banzai in Patterson. My name is John Parker. Identify yourself? No. Blue Blazer regular, Pinky Carruthers. Sorry, pal. No one. Everybody needs see Buckaroo. Later. It is called, of course, The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai Across the 8th Dimension. Electroids from Planet 10 by way of the 8th Dimension. I got Aberbottle, says Dave. Oh, wow. Yeah, I love Peter Weller. Yeah, Christopher Lloyd was great in 2 movies that year and a movie the next year. He is. So you don't meet too many people that love Legend of the Lone Ranger. I could introduce you to my good friend Flash, who used to do the show with me on the old days on BTR. He loves that movie. Guagnar, what's up, dude? That's right, Captain. Hey. Don't be mean. We don't need to be mean. Remember, no matter where you go, there you are. Buckle Banzai. Yeah, V, the final battle was 84. Good. A lot of what a year, man, for geekness. Wag says, speaking of Buckaroo Banzai, did you get the new retro? I did. Oh, was it in that one? Oh, I'm going to order it. Zaccarat. I keep forgetting, Gwag. I need to write it down. In fact, I am doing that very thing right now. As soon as I find my pad here. Where's my damn pen? Where's my pen? Pizza rolls. J.D. Lewis. What is up, Kimasabi? Gwag, I am writing it the hell down because you mentioned this the other day and I forgot to write it down. Retro Fan, the latest issue. Is that right? Hey, Suzanne XD. Hello there. Latest issue. Is it, let's see, the new retro. Okay, the latest issue. Yes. New-ish. I is ordering it. 32. Thank you. Can't believe it. Almost forgot it. I mean, I did forget it. What do you mean almost? I did freaking forget it. But now it is written down. I ought to go order it right now, shouldn't I? I'll just go ahead and pop for it right now. Get the digital. Bung bung. Let's see. Retro Fan. So that's out already then, huh? All right, number 32. 32. Was that the one with Good night, Penny. Thank you for being here, my dear. Okay, I see it. Oops. I didn't log in. There we go. Huh? Well, where are you? Where are you? You're in the wrong place. All right, let's see. Didn't you say the other one had what was in the issue before this? Oh, Space Ghost. No, that's not out yet. All right, so I think I need to order that. Good night, Tex. Thanks for being here, buddy. Have a good one, bro. All right, let's see. There's an article on Buckaroo Banzai? Wow, I'm going to have to get that one. Thundar. All right. Did the new back issue come out? All right, let's just check out here. Where's my damn shopping cart? Oops. All right, something's wrong here. I'm going to get that one so we can see it. All right. Yep. Uh, sorry if I was trying to. What the hell's wrong with this thing? Something's wrong. I got you. Now. Uh, uh, uh. All right. Now, here we go. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, I got it now. So, I got it. Sorry about that, everybody. I was having some technical difficulties. Okay, here we go. All right, let's see. I got you. Thanks, Gwagnar. Okay. Ravenscross says, I got a random comments question. What team deserved better success? I've got a few champions, invaders, and at DC, Power Company, Night Force, Shadow Pack. I would say I agree with you on champions and invaders. Invaders needed better artists. So did champions. Wowzer. Sorry. And those are two that I would pick as well. Deserved better success. It's a great question, too. You know, I would say Invaders would be I think hands down, that would be my number one pick because they had so many great covers, especially at that point when it was, they had like Gil Kane covers and Jack Kirby covers and Buckler covers that made it look like old school. And then you'd open it up, and I'm sorry, at least he's been gone long enough for something like, Perlin or anything. You don't want to be disrespectful, but I'm sorry, man. Frank Robbins. Oh. So I'm going to say Invaders is the biggest one in that question, at least in my opinion. Man, I have to think about that. Let's see. I didn't, Power Company, I didn't really mess with. I never really. Power Company. Which one was Power Company? Is that like the Power Pack or something? I don't know. I don't know. Some Power Company. Night Force. Night Force was an okay book. I never really read it too much. I like Gene Colan. And Shadow Pact, I never really. I don't have anything to say about them one way or the other. I never really, read those. Yeah. Busek and Tom Grummett, Power Company. What was that? Yeah, but did it have its own title? I mean, I usually take anything with Busek, but I never bought that. I never bought that title though. I never bought it, Ravenscroft, for some reason. I can't remember why now. See, I'm trying to think of a good one. I mean, look, the JSA never got it. I mean, they got some good ones here and there, but they should have had more. I think the JSA deserved better. They when they brought them back. Oh, gotcha. That must have been in the 90s when I stopped buying stuff, Ravenscroft. DC, I didn't buy any DC books then. And I saw the comic you're talking about, but I didn't realize it was, maybe I knew it was Busek at the time. I didn't care. I don't remember. 90s, early 2000s. I don't know. But I know I never bought the book. I know of it, and I never paid attention to it. So it's been out of sight, out of mind for a long time. So you like that one. Okay. Well, I like Busick, so maybe I'll go back and look at it. The John's JSA one, yeah, I guess I like it. Oh my God, JD Lewis, now you're talking. Man, if like this is perfect. Imagine if the Invaders were illustrated by John Buscema and Tom Palmer instead of Frank Robbins and Frank Kiermonte or Frank Robbins and Frank Springer. Oh, sheets. Oh, my goodness. How about Freedom Fighters? I kind of like them. If we're going to go the obscure route, they were pretty cool. Yeah. That is a very good question. And sometimes, but I'm not. It's tough to answer it. Other than Invaders is the biggest one. I mean, for me. And I agree with you about Champions too. Champions had, oh my goodness, again, it could have been so much better. It was a pretty good group. It had crappy art, but I kind of liked it because you had 2002. Thank you. Could not be reached. I was not buying DC at the time. I didn't go back to DC till around like 2004 when they 5-4 whatever when they brought Hal Jordan back and fixed him because I was really pissed off at DC for a long time back then. So if they, man, oh man, if they had fixed Invader and just had halfway decent art. I'm not asking for Neil Adams every week. I'm not even asking for Jack Kirby every week or Starlin or Windsor Smith, but I love a Buscema on it. If I do a consistent Buscema, for example, John or Sal, I love John. Of course, I love Sal, but either one of those on a consistent basis with a good inker like a Palmer, on Invaders. Oh my goodness, I'd have bought every issue. They still have some of the coolest covers because it's they weren't technically originally the Invaders back in the Golden Age. They were the all winners. So the term Invader, the title Invaders is kind of retconned a little bit for the 70s title, but that's neither here nor there. They're fine. They're Invaders now. It's fine. So that's a team. Yeah, but Champions, same deal. Champions is pretty cool. That's a good lineup. Man, you got Hercules, Black Widow, Ghost Rider, Angel, Iceman. I mean, it's a strange mix, but it's kind of cool. And I remember when I would see that comic out, I'd buy it just because it was such a cool. It was a cool mix and everything, and I liked them. But then I think Byrne in his early years did a couple issues here and there, so some of those were kind of okay when Byrne still knew what he was doing, even though he don't like his old stuff. I liked it, but geez, man, usually the art. Sorry, D Bud, some of that Tuska stuff. I think it was Tuska on that one, wasn't it? Was it Tuska? He did some of Champions, or didn't he? My mind's so muddled up. I could be blaming him. I don't mean to blame him. So that's a great question, though, Ravenscroft, and I appreciate it. But J.D. Lewis, that's outstanding. Yeah, I mean, that would have been John Buscema. Look, Sal even. But I'm with you. John Buscema for a good long run on the or how about Buckler, man? I was taking Buckler. It was Vinny's inking, says Steve. Well, you know something now, Bud. Vinny, they let Vinny work there because he brought in, he delivered, if you know what I mean. Vinny the Pimp delivered, man. Jesus. Oh, crap. Let's see here. All right. Well, I got it. I got the digital. I always order the the physical copies as well. There you go, Gwag. Let's just take a look at this. Something fun to look at. Yes, sir. Retro fan number 32. With, oh my goodness, Thundar. David Cassidy. Is David Cassidy still looking around? I mean, I guess he is, right? I think I hate you. This, man, I almost want to get this book, but it's not cheap. It's 40 buckles. Cliffhanger. Look at that. Loved it when champions met Godzilla, says Ravens. Yes, sir. Yes, yes, yes. Did anyone play Freedom Force games? They were fantastic homages to the 40s and 60s games. I remember seeing them, but I never played it, though. He died in 17, says if you actually needed the job by Monday morning, Vinny was your man. Yeah. Who died in 17, Ravenscroft? I forgot. Yeah. Who are you guys talking about that died? Man, my memory's horrific. So here we go. We've got that looks cool, though, that Cliffhanger mag, and there's the Comic Implosion book. I have that. Now they're doing an expanded version. Man, I've got the old version. I don't want to spend. Zowie, the TV superhero craze in the 60s pulp culture. Oh man, that looks cool. I want that book too. Look at that. That looks badass. Oh, David Cassidy passed away in 2017, did he? Oh, I didn't know that. Wow. Holy crapple nuts. Maybe I didn't, just forgot. I'm forgetting everything. Well, that's a shame. Let's see here. Look at that. Buckaroo Banzai, some Mighty Mouse, some Thundar. Love it. Look at that Hank Aaron card. True story. As a kid, I got to see. I got. Can we talk about the storage compartments of Quadro Triticale? If you actually needed the job by Monday morning, Vinny was your man. That's true, JD. So, yeah, this is Hank Aaron. I wasn't much of a baseball fan back then or now, but we did get to go. My parents did bring us to an Astros game one time in the Astrodome, and we got to see Hank Aaron played in that game for the Braves. And I didn't know much, but I knew that was a big deal because he was, obviously toward the end of his career. But wah 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 wah, there he is, David Cassidy. Oh man, well that's a shame. I like the Partridge Family. Who didn't watch the Partridge Family as a kid? That was a fun show. Wow, Shirley Jones is still around at 90 years old. Is she really? Wow. Cool. Oh, man, sorry to hear about that. Yeah. Oh, wow, $6 Million Man, Bionic Woman next issue. Cool. Yeah, Partridge Family was a fun show. Mad Magazine. Look at that, do you remember the Charlton comic, Partridge Family comic they did? D-Bud, did you ever get any of those? Partridge Family comic books, lunch boxes. Remember episode of Mighty Mouse that I cannot track down, but it is a strong memory. It says could not be reached. There you go. Whoop. Crap. I cannot track down. I cannot. Is the old Terry Toons Mighty Mouse, or is it an episode of the Ralph Bakshi Crazy Show that was really good? I love the Ralph Bakshi one from the 80s. Great show. What the hell? David Cassidy, Man Undercover. They named a show after him. No, I didn't get those. I would get Bobby Sherman comic instead. Oh, I got you. That's right. I remember you mentioned that once before. The Cartoon Partridge Family 2000 AD, 1974. I think basically the Jetsons with the Partridges. Yes. David, part of my childhood, enjoyed the comic. Oh, JD, you picked up the comic book? Wow, cool. That was when Charlton was adapting did comics of a lot of TV shows back then. I think they were the only ones doing TV much as far as comic book, adaptations. There we go. Yeah, I come to save the day. Who created Mighty Mouse? Oh, I can't wait to read this one. Wow. Here I come to save the day. Thank goodness Mighty Mouse is on this way. Remember when Mighty Mouse had the blue outfit? Anyone remember that? We used to have this show that would come on in the 70s on one of those cable channels that we had, famous cartoons from Terry Toons. And they would show old Mighty Mouse, and of course they would show, oh man, the Mighty Heroes. Remember them? And they would show Huckleberry Hound and the Huckleberry Hound. They show them, and they would show Deputy Dog and Heckle and Jekyll. Yeah, y'all remember those, don't you? Some of you do. So anyone remember the blue outfit for Mighty Mouse or no? Here I come to save the day. Oh, yeah, that's John Byrne's Space 1999 comic. Byrne, he did like an emergency comic. He did, remember Rog 2000? And he did, some other comic he did too. Doomsday Plus One. Remember that? All those Byrne's earliest work for Charlton. Terry Toons, Super Mouse Rides Again. Terry Toons, Mighty Mouse. Wow. This is a cool issue. Can't wait to read it. Thanks, Squag, for reminding me about it. Yes, sir. Look at, oh, wow, man. Look, Jekyll and Jekyll. There they are. Jekyll and Jekyll, old boy. An old couple passes away and leaves their house to mice. Mighty Mouse stops the jealous nephew from stealing the house, tied to his old-fashioned bike. Says, could that be Reese? Yes. Yep. Most people don't remember the blue outfit. Oh, man, look at that. Pines Comics. Mighty Mouse comic book. Yes. Oh, yeah. I remember that. I also remember it, but a lot of people don't. I remember the old Vidal Sassoon comic, Mighty Moose. Max. All right, Max. You been cruising for a bruising, son. Now we're gonna have to take drastic measures.
Crazy.
Yes. That'll teach you. But I do have a question for you, Max.
But can it core a apple? Certainly it can core a apple.
Everything that guy just says is bullshit.
Oh, man.
Your agonizer, please.
You're laughing at being slapped. You laugh in the face of violence. You fought in the direction of fear. Here I come to save her. Yep. Man, did any of you, that's the 79 version. But did any of you watch this crazy Ralph Bakshi version of Mighty Mouse from the 80s, by the way? Anybody? I know some of you had to. Man, this was great. This cartoon was nuts. It was off the charts. I remember they banned an episode because some stupid preacher didn't like something they did on it, which was pretty funny. Joe Dog, what's up? Joe Dog says, it was the late 80s, Ravenscroft. It was on CBS for a very short time. And Oliver Belamonte, hey there. He says, Joe Dog says, one of my favorite Defender stories from Don Perlin was 1984. Oh, excuse me, was number 94. I'm an idiot. Sorry. When Patsy was kidnapped and possessed by a gargoyle and joined by Gargoyle and joined the team in 95 when Tomb of Dracula appeared. Okay. Coolness. I'm glad you're reading those, Joe Dog. Great stuff, man. Oliver Belamonte, it's good to see you, buddy. He says, I used to watch the Terry Toons characters, Mighty Mouse, Sidney the Elephant, Heckle and Jekyll, Deputy Dog, and Dinky Duck on VHS way back in the 80s. They were my early childhood friends. Nice. Love them. Well, there's Ralph Bakshi for you. Well, if you ever get a chance to see the Bakshi version, it is nothing like the old ones. The old ones I love. Don't get me wrong. I love the Terry Toon ones where he's just flying around beating the crap out of cats. This one is bonkers. I mean, it's just, they do episodes that are parodies of stuff. It's just, and I love the theme song. Here he comes, the mighty mouse, just like a bolt from the blue, with a heart that's true. Fighting evil, fighting crime, and always there in the nick of time. Here I come to save it. And, sorry, but it's a great song. I can't do it all because, first of all, you hate me singing it, and you probably get in trouble. I don't know how, but yeah, the 70s Filmation animation was one thing, but this was Ralph Bakshi and his company. Let's see. TOP top production. So, yep. Yeah, like I'm say there, maybe not. Asked if Terry Toons had made him a millionaire. Terry deflected as a beeba dabadoo. So this is some, look how different he looks. Then they had my favorite character, this guy right here, Bat. He's the greatest. Bat is the funniest character in cartoons. Ravenscroft, thank you. Have a good one. Thanks for being here. See you tomorrow night for Star 1, folks. I mean, Ravenscroft, can't wait to see you there. Wagner says, the Bakshi Crick-Falusi version had an episode where it looked like Mighty Mouse was sniffing a certain white powder. Yeah, what it was is he was sniffing a flower. And then he acted like he was going he had a spacey trip. And this stupid professor, I think it was Donald Wildman or whatever at the time. This is 1988, something like that. 87, 88. And he made it, pitched a fit. He made it look like they thought Mighty Mouse was doing drugs. It's so stupid. And there's the other character I've called the cow. Yeah, John Crick-Falusi worked on this. Let's see. It's Bat. Retro fans, too much TV quiz. Well, that looks fun. Yes, sir. Whoa. That's weird. Oh, Lego stuff. I see. Legos. Whoa, Planet Patrol. Retro sci-fi. It's puppets. We have puppets, people. I don't remember this one too much. Space Patrol puppets. Whoa, cartoons. Let's see here. What else? Whoa. Oh, yeah. Sonny and Cher. Yeah, I remember this. I got you, babe. I got screwed, babe. Where's Thundar when you need him? Where's bloody there we go. Thundar, the Barbarian. It's 1984, was it? And the moon decides to screw the earth over or whatever. Yeah, buddy. Thundar, man. Who didn't love Thundar around here? You have to lose your geek card if you don't love Thundar. I'm just kidding. I will not revoke anyone's geek card. And there's a Kirby Thundar right there. You know, when they called Kirby in to work on this thing at Ruby Spheres, they'd already, laid it all out and all that stuff, but they asked Kirby to come develop it and do all this stuff. They'd already ripped off Commandy. Bullwinkle was a puppet? Yep. Was he? A puppet, huh? Ruby Spears. There he is, of course. Thundar, the Barbarian. Yes, sir. This is Alex Toth Thundar right there. So you had Kirby drawing it. You had Kirby. Imagine that. You had Jack Kirby and Alex Toth working on the same, doing basic work on the same project. That's why Thundar was so good. It didn't last long, unfortunately. I did get that Blu-ray set they did a while back. But that's why Thundar is so good. I mean, you had guys like that working on it. I think some other people from I think Steve Gerber would do some stuff on there. Maybe I might be. You don't get that much greatness working where it doesn't rub off. Anyway, I'm looking forward to this article. There's Jack, folks. Yeah. The Kirby, the king himself. RJ says, I left Thundar. It was awesome. A comet flew between Earth and the moon and turned everything topsy-turvy. Yes, sir. Hail to the king, baby. Of course, Steve Gerber worked on it as well. Martin Pasco. Holy crap. Demon Dogs. Wow, this is a great article. I can't wait to. I showed a little bit of it, but I'm going to definitely. And look who worked on it. The guy who did a lot of the great Marvel cartoons of the. Rick Hoberg did comic work, and he did that. And Larry Houston did a lot of stuff for the Fox cartoons, X-Men and FF and Spider-Man and stuff. Yes, Jay Ward filmed puppet segments in between the cartoon shoots, said Jay. I love Bullwinkle. Yeah. I guess I was going to ask anyone here, what do you all, any of you who saw the 2000 Bullwinkle movie? Yes, with Robert De Niro. Did any of you like that one? Whether you liked it or not, just let me know what did you. I would like to know your thoughts, because no one ever thinks about it anymore. No one talks about it anymore. Thundor number of seasons 2. October 4, 1980 to September 18, 1982. Didn't seem like that many episodes. Primary voices: Dick Tufeld from Lost in Space, Robert Ridley, Henry Corden. Michael and Sarah. Wow. Alan Oppenheimer. Wowzer. Key Luke. Chuck Hey, my boy, Chuck McCann. Nice. Oh, my God. That better not be a Pump Funko. There, but a Funko of a freaking of Ookla? No way, sir. I hope there's not one of Thundar. There probably is. Is that a Funko? Loved it. Now, when you say loved it, JD Lewis, you're talking about the 2000 movie? And then you got Larry doesn't seem to like it. Oops. Does that mean you don't ask me means you don't like it? I kind of liked it. I liked it. RD Godzilla liked it, and JD liked it. JD loved it. And Larry is a don't ask. So that's a non-committal. Yes, it's a Funko of Ookla. Damn them. Man. Get out of here. Hey, now I'm pissed off because I never had this board game. Look at that board game. Jeez. Buckaroo Banzai. Well, that sucks. They do a freaking board game of that. Look at Buckaroo, man. Les Adventures de Buckaroo Banzai à travers la 8 dimensions. What the hell is this supposed to be? Jesus Christ. Let's say somewhere. Australian Daybill attempted to explain the unexplainable, right? While the French advertising art looks fantastic, viewers expecting a Mad Max style alien invasion may have been disappointed. That's a Buckaroo Banzai painting. Poster. Looks like the freaking Mad Max, like you said. I only saw about 5 minutes of the Bullwinkle movie, so I have no opinions. Says Gwag. I got you. I liked it. It's been a while since I've watched it, but I thought it was kind of funny. I thought they were pretty faithful. I don't think I ever saw all of the Boris and Natasha movie with Jason Alexander and Rene Russo. I don't think I ever watched all of that one. Could not be reached. This is nutty right here. Look at that. That's supposed to be. That's supposed to be Buckaroo Banzai. Giggle. Well, what are you gonna do? John Warfin destroyed. Yes, sir. Yes, indeed. No matter where you go, there you are. Look who's here. What's up?
Hey, how's it going? Good to see everyone. Sorry I've been away, but hopefully one
good to see you.
Will miss me, maybe.
I did. I missed you.
3? Oh, thank you.
Yeah. What's going on, man?
Oh, I went to a meeting tonight for my local political group. It was at 7, and then I just got home at 11:15. It was only supposed to be an hour and a half, but
Oops.
Politicians, they love to talk.
They do. Well, that's what they're paid for.
Yep.
And a little more, right?
So good to be back, and
well, good to have you back. We missed you, and hope you had a great week and a great trip.
Oh, it was a great weekend. Yeah, it was all good.
Nice.
All good. We'll cover it on the geekery, but some
fun
weekend, and I did make it to an antique store, so
can't wait to see that.
Perks.
Yep. Looking forward to seeing that. Yeah. Did anybody get this comic adaptation? Did you, Gwag, or of Buckaroo? Art inside wasn't that great, by the way. I'll just show. We're just looking at the new issue of Retro Fan. I went and got the digital because Wag said it came out and I forgot about it. And he said it had Buckaroo Banzai in it. I said, "Oh, gotta have it then."
I should
And
subscribe. To
Thundar.
that, yeah.
And Thundar. Oh, yeah, it's a great book.
Did I
He
really
has-
just see a Thundar Funko Pop? Was that?
It's a damn well, Ookla, so I'm assuming if they have Ookla,
Okay.
they probably have freaking Thundar. Look at that garbage.
I think that's actually for Funko Pop. That's actually one of the better looking ones, actually. All things considered.
Well, I guess it doesn't say it here, but I
The
guess
head
it's
is
a
actually
Funko.
better. Yeah.
I'm
I think,
assuming
or-
that's what someone in the chat said it was. So that means if they did him, they did Thundar at least.
Yeah, they had to. Yeah.
Maybe
But
even
at least
Ariel.
he's got some details in the face, at least. So yeah.
Yeah. So well, I reckon. Yeah, buddy, Buckaroo Banzai. There you go, Penny Pretty. Boy, Ellen Barkin was super hot in that movie, even with the
I was
short hair.
gonna say,
Yeah.
even with the
92
short hair, you'd make the sacrifice. Yeah.
Oh, the '92 movie had Dave Thomas and Sally Kellerman. Yes, right. I was thinking of Jason Alexander and Rene Russo were Borscht and Sasha in the 2000 Bullwinkle movie. My bad. Thank you. Could not be reached. I'm an idiot. I'm having an idiot night for sure. What's that now about Ellen?
No, I said you'd make the sacrifice. I guess, right? Even despite the short hair, you would.
Yeah, I would work through it.
You'd work through it.
I'd
Yeah.
have to get through it. There you go, Buckaroo Banzai and the Hong Kong Cavaliers. One of which I've had on my show when I was on BTR. The guy all the way. Well, you see my mouse when I do this?
Oh, let me see. Let's see. What's it doing?
You see my mouse?
It's jumping. Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
Right here. There he is. Yeah, I'm on my
There you go.
show. That's Billy Vera. Yeah. Buckaroo Banzai. Blue Blades Irregular.
And we're still
Pinky
waiting
Cor-
for the sequel,
Pinky
unfortunately. Yeah.
Carruthers. I'm not. They better never do a sequel as long as I live. Hey, Cinema Gulp. Again, everyone. Let's see if I can get this. Cinema Gulp. My good new friend Ben. I was on this channel tonight, right before I came on, started tonight here. And it is, of course, it's my honor to be there. I thank you so much for having me. It was a lot of fun hanging out with you, and hope we'll do it again sometime. Thank you. But as I did earlier, I'm going to do it again. I want to put in the chat. I think I still have the link. I want, and all of you, if you have not already, if you didn't earlier, please go to Cinema Gulp channel. Good guys and good ladies there, and of course a great channel. And please sub to their channel. Let me put the link. I think I
think I'm
here.
sub, but I will check once you put the link in.
There we go. There you go. So yes, there's Cinema Gulp's link. I thought I had it. I will put it in my. If it's not in my link description below already, and I think it might be, but I can't remember. So just there it is. So please sub to Cinema Gulp, and thank you again for having me tonight, man. I really appreciate it. I was very honored to be there. But yeah, I love Buckaroo Banzai unabashedly, unapologetically, or all kind of stuff. And so yeah, hello, look at that. Hello, I want to go to this place. Invasion Station. Wow, look at that. Where? Oh, that's in Roswell. Look at that. That's pretty.
You
cool.
have been invaded.
I'd go to that. Wouldn't you?
Oh, I would definitely. Yeah, yeah. I love aliens. As long as I'm not probed, I'm all set with it.
Well, you might allow yourself to be probed. You never know. So look, you get to go in there. Look, that's pretty cool. Look at all this stuff in there. Yeah. All right. That's nice. Whoa, look at that. I like it. I like it. Look. That's pretty cool there.
Alien autopsy time.
He said, and Funko did do Thundar and Ariel and Ookla Pops in 2021, so this could not be reached. Damn it. Is there nothing unsoiled by Funko filth? By Funko filthiness. Damn them.
Damn them to hell.
Damn it. Damn them all to hell. This is pretty cool. Oh, look at that. Look at that place. Look at Dunkin' Donuts.
That's awesome, yeah.
Yeah. Is that McDonald's? Jeez.
Well, who thinks aliens have been here? I kind of think, years ago I would have said no, and I would have thought that it was only like experimental government craft or weather balloons or I don't know. It's more and more likely we've been visited, although the distances between are just so huge. We wonder maybe there's a transwarp drive or a wormhole uh, next to DS9 that we don't know about. Who the heck knows? But as vast as the galaxy is, it's incomprehensible. There's got to be life out there, but would they be friendly? I don't. That's the other thing. If they're here, why wouldn't they have, used us for their cookbook or stripped all our resources or done something? So it just doesn't make sense that you'd have aliens and nothing happens. But I don't know. I don't know what people in the chat think, but I think it's likely we've been
Yeah,
here, and maybe some people have been probed.
I believe it. I
Yeah.
believe it. Maybe not being probed, but actually could not be reached. I mean, they did do Thundar, Princess Ariel, and Ukla, and I wish I'd gotten. I got Thundar. He's the only one I have. I wish I'd have bought the other two. You have all three, right?
You're talking Funko Pops?
No. Full line of Thundar figures. He said.
Oh, the figures. I was getting confused there. I'm like, you bought
No.
I think they're uber expensive now, if I recall.
Did you have any of those at all?
No, I don't have any of those. I wish I did.
All I have
yeah.
is Thundar. Damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're cool figures though. Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah.
I believe in aliens. But what do I know? I believe in all kind of dumb crap, I guess. I don't know. Maybe not.
What's that Teen Future Superman Invisible Lois Lane?
CW presents Teen Future Superman Invisible Cave Girl Lois Lane. I don't know.
Cooking with Kamal. Yeah, that's great to serve man. How do you say his name? Cooking with
Canamitz.
Canamitz. I've seen that episode so many damn times, but the first time I saw, there's nothing like your first time when you watch an episode like that. Like, it's just a cookbook. It's a cookbook.
It's a cookbook.
It's a cookbook to serve man.
Yep, pretty amazing stuff. Oh, they had you weren't here probably. They have Legos, old Legos.
Old school Lego.
When Lego was wood.
It was wood.
You said wood.
Wow. And much tougher to make, yeah. Yeah, because mass-produced plastics came only after World War II, really. And they had very primitive plastics.
They were plastic even when I was a kid, though. That had to be a long time ago.
Yeah. But the plastics before World War II were not good quality. You had that. What was it? The materials like the brown. Oh, what was it called? I'm forgetting the name of it, but Bakelite, which was a horrible brown, very brittle plastic. Bakelite, but a lot of advancements in plastics. War, unfortunately, also brings about a lot of technical advancement. So,
yeah. Well, like I said, by the way, yes, could not be reached. Yeah, I wish they do it more, but I would settle them putting out where we can get the other ones. Putin's cat. I thought I saw Putin's cat. I did saw Putin's cat. Where can Mark? Can you show us
your press? No, that's getting very private here. Do you want to see my press?
Your press?
Yeah, well, that's it. All my big time gears at work. But yeah, we did actually have a really cool. We sold off some parts of our business, and we did have a real cool small plastic injection molding machine that could do prototypes on that we used actually for production of small parts. But you'd have to make the mold and you inject the plastic. So yeah, I could have made my own Lego pieces, but it ended up being cheaper to buy. But yeah, we do have a full machine shop at work, and Bridgeport and lace and sheet metal tools, and yeah, all that cool stuff.
Look at those. So those are Lego trucks, I guess.
Those Lego kits. So what is that? Yeah, I've never seen that before. Yeah, so I guess it was it was a toy company at first too, wasn't it? I mean, it wasn't just the Lego bricks. If I remember my Lego history, they were a toy manufacturer, and then they came up with the idea for Legos. Yep.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that's what. Because these were. Don't look anything like later Legos.
Oh, teaching traffic safety. Yeah, but I think it was part of the company. I think was Lego.
Wow, look at those old boxes.
Yeah, you gotta save
Wow.
those old boxes. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, me and my monkey. What's up, dude?
Hello, hello.
Putin's cat wants to make batteries. Oh, do you really? Really?
Well, all you need is a lemon.
See, Joe, what's it? What you would call it? This company, tomorrow's they get all my mags from. They have one of their other mags. They do the comics ones and all this other stuff, but one of the other ones is called Brick Journal. So they do a regular magazine about Legos, which I'm sure Lego fans would enjoy. Do you even remember this?
All this
Planet
great old
Patrol.
history. No, I don't remember that. It looks very 60s or 50s. What is that?
Spring of 1963. Distribution was more sporadic. WPIX in New York.
Oh, yeah, that's me.
Yep, January. First day of January 1964. Even before
I wasn't born yet, so I missed
Me either.
that program.
Even I wasn't born yet.
You went
Close. Close. But yeah, wow. Well, let's see. Weird, huh? Look at this. So this was a puppet show before Thunderbirds and all that stuff.
And is it independent production, I'm assuming? And it was just syndicated then?
I'm guessing. See, I mean, you got to be old to know this.
Well, PIX is independent station in New York, but it was a big. That's where you'd watch Gilligan's Island or Star Trek was on at midnight, or they had great news crew, and it was a major New York City, of course, big city, so major resources.
Gwag, did you ever see this show? Because Gwag's younger than me. I mean, if you're young, I mean, D-Bud, did you ever see this show? He's the only one closer to my age. I don't know. I've never seen it because I mean,
I never heard of that.
I never heard of it. Yes, that's the thing. That even though the Thunderbirds were from across the pond, we heard of those. Never heard of this one. Meet the cast of Planet Patrol. Wow.
I wonder if we can find that on the interwebs.
No, that's crazy. Look at the ships.
Well, yeah, because of the special effects too. So it's it's a lot cheaper to use puppets, and it's a kids show, right? So it's a cheap way to do quote unquote animation, and it looks, if it's done right, like the Thunderbirds, it looks damn good. Yeah. And hail to Stephen Ernest.
Oh, that's pretty interesting. I'll have to tell you, Stephen Ernest. What's up, buddy? Are you thinking of the different Stephen Ernest is not the Dolly Ad Braces.
I'm thinking someone else. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, Stephen. Is it Stephen? Man, it's been so long since we've seen him. I can't remember his name now. I'm mad at that. I don't remember. It sucks. But no, never heard of it. Yeah, this is so obscure here. The guy's saying it ran in other countries. After one last known screening of Planet Patrol in Idaho, 1970, 1971, the series disappeared from the United States, although it apparently resurfaced in South and Central America as, wow, this is crazy. I'm about to read up and, oh, look. I was wondering about that. Predating Verity Lambert's Doctor Who, Sylvia Anderson, Space 1999, wife of Jerry Anderson, who had started AP Films. Lee apparently felt strongly about the Anderson success, whose backing ITV's Luke Ray enabled him to. Oh, okay, wow, interesting. I don't know the whole thing of this article yet because I was running all over the place, but I got to find out what the deal is on that. So look, they made some comics. It's nuts. You had to be old to see that
every day. Yeah,
I'd never heard of it. That's why I love Retro Fans. Such a cool mag. Steven says, there's an early puppet series that looks like Jerry Anderson, but it was by a woman he worked with before doing his own creations. That's this one right here, apparently. The Twitch Retro channel was showing some episodes of that late at night. Well, I think, Steven, this is probably the show. Because this has a lady that worked with with Sylvia Anderson. Wow. At the time, Lee was the only woman television producer with her own company, National Interest Pictures, predating Verity Lambert, Doctor Who, Verity Lambert, it wasn't her own company. She worked for the BBC. But yes. And Sylvia Anderson on Space 99, wife of Jerry Anderson, who had started the AP Films. Lee apparently felt strongly about the Anderson success, whose backing by ITC's Leo Grade enabled them to craft their Super Marionation series to gain worldwide success. She was denied. While Twizzle and Torchy were sold overseas by the British backers, Associated Red Fusion and ABC TV, respectively, it appears Lee sold Planet Patrol herself through various agents. Wow, that's crazy.
Interesting stuff. Yeah,
it is. I guess I don't want to. I want to like show their whole magazine. That wouldn't be right. But I mean,
yeah.
just or read their whole magazine to people, just show them pictures and stuff, just to show people how cool the mag
Go buy
is.
it. Yeah, go buy it. I'm gonna go buy this one. Yeah.
I went and bought the digital. I didn't get the. I mean, I usually get the I usually get the physical of any of their mags because you get the digital free with it. So that's cool.
Buy 2 get 1 free, right? Yep.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. You get
In
the
a
free
way,
digital.
yeah. You may get the free digital. Yeah. Yep.
Sonny
Is it
shit.
if you buy just the digital? Is it cheaper or?
It's half the price. I mean,
It's half, right? Yeah, yeah.
you know, and I can't. I don't have.
Oh,
room
David
to store
Cassidy.
anything.
I think I love him.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a David Cassidy issue.
I saw him perform in Vegas.
Really?
Yeah, well, actually, the Yankees were playing the Padres in the World Series, and I had to go to see David Cassidy, and people were just not up for the show. And he's like, "Come on, people, let's have some fun." It's just like we all got free tickets to your show. We're waiting to you sing "I Think I Love You." You know.
Wow.
Well, I guess it's got to be. You know, he was doing his best, but it's got to be a bummer too. You know, you got that gig as a performer, and you know, no one's into the show. You know,
only people that are old like you were like when I say you, I mean him, old like you and me and him. Of course, he was.
Yeah.
I didn't realize someone said earlier when I was talking about this in the chat. They said he passed away in
He did,
2017. Had dementia or something.
Yeah, unfortunately, his daughter was on Arrow as a version of the Black Canary. She was pretty good on the show too, I thought.
Oh yeah,
cutie patootie. But yeah, it was just a fun. And of course, I wanted to go watch the Yankee game in the World Series. They swept the Padres that year. That was the night I think Tino Martinez hit the grand slam. But anyway, sorry, Yankees fan reminiscing.
There you go.
But,
sure.
It was just I just kind of felt bad. I'm too nice of a guy, but I felt bad for him with the way.
Yeah, I understand. No, man, it's terrible. He's trying to make a living.
Yeah.
I used to like that show. I like the Partridge Family.
Yeah, the Odd Couple Honeymooners. Yep.
Huh?
Oh, and just RJ.
Honeymooners could fall asleep around when Star Trek was come on. Yeah, but let me ask you this: did this happen? There's a tough question for you though, RJ.
Can it Corey Apple? Oh, it can Corey Apple.
There we go. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
So this is the cool issue, man. I want to get this couple. See, these books I have to wait till some of these books go down because I love them.
Comic book implosion.
Yeah, Zalway. I want to get.
That why I talked to Paul Kupperberg at the con. He said he would come on the show, but that would be great to have him on to talk about the DC comic book implosion. I mean, he knows his comic book history too.
Oh my goodness,
I gotta reach out to him.
He knows so much. Yeah. This one, Cliffhanger, looks pretty cool because I love the old serials. I don't know how many of you watched some of those. We used to watch those all the time. I used to get them try to watch as many as we could. The Superman one, the Adventures of Captain Marvel, you've seen, of course. I love the Flash Gordon ones. But this they made an expanded version of the book of comic. Damn, I want it, but it's how much is it? It's $26. It's not as bad.
Oh, it's not bad, yeah. So
digital.
Who do they $10.99 in there? Yep. Okay.
Oh well, I mean, everybody.
Yeah, they're mentioning. Yeah. No, I'm just in the heading there. Just. Yep. Oh, he's got to be in there. Yeah.
Well, he's in there because I think they talk about Cancel Comics Cavalcade, and he wrote some stuff with them. I think so. I think he was around at that point.
He doesn't have his copy anymore. He sold it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you told me about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got Buckaroo Banzai in this issue. We got a lot of Mighty Mouse in this issue I was showing earlier. Oh yeah. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. Look at that Hank Aaron card.
Yep.
I saw him play at the Astrodome as a kid once. Oh, next issue, $6 Million Man. I got to tell him.
Yeah.
Oh, and Fantastic Four cartoon. I'm buying it. I'm buying the physical on that one. Bobby Delegato, welcome, sir.
Putin's cat. He likes. Oh, it can't be Mickey Dolenz' daughter. What movie was she in? and I actually know what the name of the movie was. But she was in a movie with a genie, which is kind of a cheesy like beach comedy. Oh god, who's the other guy that was in it? She's very cute.
Yeah, but yeah, she was. I can't remember her name now. But what do you mean with genie? As in like Amy Dolan's? Yes.
Amy Dolan's, yeah.
Nice.
She was very cute. Yep.
Yeah. Genie? Which genie are you talking about? Was she a genie?
It was like a genie. It was a movie with the genie. Like the kid finds a bottle on the beach. A typical, I Dream of Genie kind of story. And
okay.
Yeah. And it was
okay. I got you. She was.
It was a guy who was on a TV commercial. What the heck was his? Who the heck was it? Yeah, it was the guy from Summer School, I think. Yeah,
David Naughton. Or no?
No, it wasn't David Naughton. Dean Cameron. Dean Cameron. Yeah.
Don't know him.
So it was Miracle Beach. Yeah, Miracle Beach was was very cute. She was the genie in that. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. That's one of those fun. Was it 80s? I guess, or no, it was 90s. It's a 90s movie. Yeah, that was one of those fun movies. Yeah, but, silly,
Yeah. RJ says, I remember watching WPIX 11 when I was a kid. At night before bed, I would watch. Oh, I did that one. Sorry.
You did one, yeah. Same here, but except I try to stay up. Some nights I'm like, when back in high school, you had to get the damn bus was like at 7 a.m. So it's like, am I going to watch Star Trek tonight, or well, let me see what the episode is, or I got to go to sleep. Sometimes if it was a real, if it was a good episode, I'm like, all right, I'm staying up. It's it's a good episode. It's Galileo 7. I'm not going to bed. Alternative Factor was going to bed. Yeah.
We had our new after the news, the 10 o'clock news, at 10:35, MASH, then Rockford after that, then Star Trek. For years on Channel 2 up down here, and I just set the recorder. Well, I would watch MASH and I would watch Rockford, but I would record. So I'd wait and cut the commercials from Star Trek.
Or you'd stay up and press pause.
Oh yeah.
You did. Sometimes you forget though, and you'd screw up your tape. It was like
I had one of those. Yeah, but I got good with the timing because it always rolled back a little bit. You have to wait a second.
You got to wait a second, or you forget though too. Like, oh crap, I forgot to press record. Yeah.
Sometimes if I did that and I thought I had enough time, I would rewind it and get to the right. So that used to happen a couple times. Oliver says, actress Natasha Lyonne has joined the F4 film. The only role comic book fans speculate that she's possibly going to play the Puppet Master's daughter, Alicia. So I don't know this lady. Like? Let's see her. Let's see.
Oh, she's got red hair.
Oh, let me see. You got it. Well,
let me share my screen.
I can't believe they're going to try to get Alicia right. Why? Well, considering what they've been doing, there's no way. Remember, look at the Alicia. It's got to be somebody else. Or did they say she's
or it could be Frankie Ray with the red hair? But who knows? I mean, who knows?
Oh, they shouldn't put. Oh, wait a minute. This will be ableism because is she blind?
Well,
I don't think so.
That's not something. Don't do method acting for that one. Yeah.
Well, she can't play a blind person if she's not blind. Yeah, she do. I like her. I like me some redhead this time. I like me some redhead anytime, but yeah. She could be comic relief anytime she speaks at an awards ceremony. I laugh out. Oh, is she that stupid? Is she a dope? Natasha Lyonne. What have I seen? Have I seen her in anything?
That's what I'm trying to say. Yep.
She has an odd way of speaking, but it is hilarious, says Putin's cat.
Poker Face. Oh, Rian Johnson's Poker Face.
Oh, I've heard about that, but I won't watch it because he did it.
I didn't watch that yet. Russian Doll. Oh, she's the girl from Russian Doll. Okay, no, she's funny. Yeah, she's got a great comedic bent to her. Yeah. My better half watched it. She really liked that show, Russian
American
Doll.
Pie, but she was a blonde. Says wasn't she in American Pie, but she was blonde. Says RJ. Keely Chow, roll tide, buddy.
And wasn't she in Orange Is the New Black too? I think.
American Pie wasn't that like a decade? I mean, that was 20-something years ago. You that old?
Let's see what else she is.
She can't be that old, huh?
I don't think so.
She could have been in. When was that movie? The 90s? Was it the 90s or
Let
the
me
early
go,
2000s?
let's go to our IMDb. Let's see. IMDb.
What's up,
here.
Keith? What's up, dude? Natasha Leone.
Yeah, Russian Doll. I gotta watch that.
Been in a lot of things. Says
Yeah, Orange is New Black.
Bobby.
American Pie 1999. Yep, 25
Oh,
years ago.
wow. She's old.
She's
Man,
old.
she was,
Yeah,
well, she was a kid. That was 25 years ago, man.
How old does it say her age?
Well, yeah, RJ nailed it. Yeah, you're right, RJ.
Yeah.
So I've never seen that, so I wouldn't know.
Yep.
So what was she? 13 in that or something?
No, I don't know how someone can goggle when I'm on this screen how old she is. Was she in her 40s maybe now?
Well, I'm no mathematician, but she's got to be getting up there. I mean, it'll say it on her if you're on her IMDb.
Poker Face.
Is there,
She was good let's see. So what does it have her age on IMDb?
70. Is it 79? I can't see. It says born April 4.
Oh, 79.
Okay, so yes,
79. Yep.
I mean, she's now she's in her 40s.
Yep.
So yeah, she'd be 45.
Almost as old as Star Wars.
Could she be 45? She's in the Fantastic Four. 40 is to do 14. Hello, Son Lee, and welcome.
Yeah.
All right, Maxime. See you tomorrow for Star One. Star One tomorrow, buddy.
We're gonna do a Kolchak watch party after the show. I scheduled
I
scheduled it for 12:30, but I'll move the time depending on when we end here. So
we're in the time. I'll go with you.
Well, you tell me when you want to. Yeah.
Well, we'll get done before that. We got about half an hour. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Okay,
we'll wrap it up. Got nothing going on.
All right. Yep.
Kojak.
Kojak the Night Stalker.
No, who said that?
Kojak the Night Stalker.
I said Kolchak, pretty sure.
I thought I said Kolchak too. Yeah.
I was streaming Galactica earlier. Which one? Putin's cat? Real deal or the new dribble? That's gonna get me.
The new dribble. I'm his fighting words.
Were you watching Galactica 1980? Which I wouldn't. Nothing. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah.
It's better than the new dribble.
Oh, she was dating Fred Armisen from Saturday Night Live, huh?
At least she wasn't dating Al Franken. That's something. Reboot miniseries. Got 2 out of 3 through. I got you, man. Well, that's good. As long as you're enjoying yourself there, Putin's cat. Because you are one of the gang here, and we want you to enjoy yourself. I was doing the original the other night. Okay, cool. Yeah. I mean, I kid, but I really don't. I don't like I don't want to watch the reboot, but I don't begrudge anyone doing it. So I joke around Putin's cat, but I am a big fan of the original, unabashedly so. I love it.
But you've never watched you've never watched any of the new, like you haven't even watched like the pilot or anything. Not a drop. Not a dribble.
Never will. But again, other than like joking with all of my fine friends, I do. Yeah. I mean, I hated his existence in a sense because of what it did. It cost us a revival of the original. But people like it. I respect that.
Wasn't our friend, God bless his soul, Cardinal Sin, one night trying to get you to watch the new Battlestar? Was it the new Battlestar Galactica?
Of course
you to watch. Yeah, God
he didn't just want me to. He didn't just ask me to. He didn't just beg me to. Tried to bribe me to watch it.
Bribe.
Some good times there, Card.
Yeah, we love Cardinal Sin. Hope you're watching. Yeah, he was such a great guy to hang out with. But the way to work on you is to say, I'm not gonna, like, you got to do the opposite, like Bizarro. I'm not gonna ask you to watch it. I'm not gonna pay you anything.
Here's the thing, though. Now that our dear departed friend is gone, Cardi, I can't do it. For example, even if I wanted to, I won't, out of honor him and respect him, because see, he can't be here to talk about it with me after. Yeah. And if he's up there, if he gave me a sign, maybe. But other than that, look, if he's up there, I'm just telling you, buddy. In honor of you, I will never watch it because you can't be here to get my response. And now I'm sorry. If it had meant your continued existence on this plane, I would have watched it for sure. I would have.
Well,
So, yeah,
if people show up with flying motorcycles with copies of the new Battlestar Galactica
not a chance.
Blu-rays, then you'd have to watch it.
Nope.
If the guys from Battlestar Galactica in 1980 delivered it to you.
Well, if they gave me one of the flying motorcycles and those cool helmets, maybe I'd consider it.
Yeah. As a kid, I wanted the motorcycle so badly.
I love those helmets too.
The helmets and the motorcycles.
Steve says he wanted to haunt me. You know what? I miss Steven Ernst. I miss Cardi. So if he haunted me, I wouldn't mind.
Yep.
Wouldn't mind at all. He could do it anytime he wants.
Well, hopefully we'll be up there someday talking Prisoner and Battlestar Galactica and Star Trek.
Right. Yeah, well, I'll watch it with him when we see him up there. I know you're saying, Clobberin, you're not going up there. Yeah, you're probably right. I'm probably going in a different direction, but hey, what are you gonna? So anyway, 1988 to 2013. So she's look, I don't know if she's playing Alicia. It's fine. I just don't want to be. I'm offended. I want to go on record right now. Is I'm offended for blind people because she don't look blind to me. If she might be blind, if she's as eyesight. Then this is a tragedy, an abomination, and you people casting this movie ought to be ashamed of yourselves. Don't watch The Return of Starbuck. He and the Damaged Silent can do an Odd Couple routine. Actually, that's the only one of Picasso. Putin's Cat. That's the only episode of Galactica 1980 that I really like.
That's a great episode.
It's great. It's Enemy Mine, but that was before Enemy Mine was made, by the way.
Yeah,
and there was a book. But I don't even know if the book predates that. But
man, that was a good show. Yeah,
I remember when I saw Enemy Mine, that's what I thought. I'm like, hey, this is the ripoff of The Return of Starbuck.
And wasn't that the last episode of that Galactica 1980? It was
the last one. He says it doesn't hold up. Au contraire, mon frère. You might not. I've watched it so many times.
I watched that recently.
It's goofy, but I love it. I'm sorry, Putin's Cat. Forgive me, but I just love Dirk Benedict Starbuck so much. It is sad, and it makes me sad. But yeah. Well, exactly.
It just doesn't he get rescued in the end, and that's the end of the show, right? It just boom.
No, he doesn't get rescued. He's left on the planet. The Dr. Z gets
my
sent
memory
there.
sucks.
I loved it. Now, RJ, you're right. Charlie Cox ain't blind either. Therefore, he is committing a horrible travesty. As much as I love the Daredevil show, I'm ashamed of myself for liking it, the old show, because they should have a blind guy with radar sense playing Daredevil. You can't, that's ableism or something. Remember, this is modern Hollywood. Unless you are that thing, you can't pretend to be anything anymore. You have to be that whatever, according to them. Sentai Ranger Donnie, what's up, dude?
So where are they going to find Ben Grimm and Hail to Donnie? Yep. They're going to find a guy with orange rocks. They got to find someone covered with silver.
Exactly right. You can't. That's an insult to people. Giant orange rock piles to have to not have a giant orange rock person playing.
Also, Wagner is saying he gets rescued in the movie compilation version. Maybe that's the version I saw.
There's a movie compilation.
Yeah, they turned it into a movie. They would do that with the episodes, right? They do take various episodes.
Did they shoot a scene where he gets picked up?
My memory is so garbage.
Didn't they take it from footage of another episode of Galactica Gwag? I think I heard something about that, but I'm not 100% sure. By the way, Sentai Danger, David Sanborn passed away. It's a damn shame. And of course, earlier tonight, I was talking about the passing of longtime comic artist, accomplished comic artist Don Perlin, who passed away. They used creative editing, but so they took. Didn't they take an older episode? Like I think they took the episode. Well, there are a couple episodes where Starbuck got stranded. He got stranded in the Long Patrol. He got stranded in the Magnificent Warriors. I think those are the two he got because Apollo got it stranded in another one, which was called. I can't remember now. D-Bud says. Clobby's personal hell, being forced to watch Alex Klutzman's version of Star Trek TNG, with every episode being Wesley saving the ship, starring Will Wheaton, of course. Well, why wouldn't it be? They completely cut out the subplot with the woman and the baby. What? How could they have the story?
Yeah, Return to Starbuck. Here we go. Yep.
But it's a movie? Was it like you said it was a special movie version or something? The compilation version, though. I'd like to see that for the hell of it.
Yeah, the escape pod arrives at the Galactic, only containing the baby who grew up to be Dr. Z. Okay, yeah.
So they cut out the whole. That makes it. If they cut that out, that segment only lasts 15 minutes or 20 minutes, maybe, because it was a big chunk of the episode where they have the woman and the baby. Well, Putin's Cat, I do know that the Galactica 1980 pilot was stretched over 3 episodes, so that's probably been put together. Then they did one with
yeah, that one here, yeah.
Stupid Super Scout, stupid crap.
Yep. So
that was the worst.
Put together,
Super Scouts. And then I like what's his face, Kent McCord and all that stuff, but he's just not Apollo.
Yeah,
it's
Super
cut down.
Scouts. Yeah,
it's cut down. Yeah, cut right. Oh, I see. Wag. That's weird, man. What's that now?
Well, yeah, there's the Super Scouts. Yep.
Super Scouts, Speedball, the night the Cylon landed. That was Roger Davis was in that one, and he played a human Cylon, which was dopey. And I think
that ties into the new series.
You know who else was in that one? Was it Wolfman Jack was in that one, baby? Yeah, for some reason. And then Return of Starbuck, which I love.
Yeah, God, what a great episode that was. Yeah.
And because the rest of them were poo-poo. Even the first one was okay, like the first part, it was kind of cool when they showed the Galactica was up in space, and they were showing that there's a simulation of what would happen if the Cylon Raiders attacked Earth. That was kind of cool. Return of Starbuck belongs with the other. And of course,
definitely fits in. Yep.
And it's got apparently that baby turned out to be Dr. Z, who was Robbie Rist first, then he was played by some other kid.
Now, did they know that they must have known the series was canceled at this point, decided to do this episode as a one-off episode, I guess, or as kind of a series finale, or
yeah, I think they did. I don't know the history of it.
That's my question.
But yeah, couldn't have reached. I mentioned that one, the one with Earthman Wolfman Jack was in an episode. They called him about the human Cylon. Roger Davis played him, the human Cylon.
Let's check out the wiki on it.
Jeremy Brett's in an episode of this. Crazy. And old Richard Lynch. Experiment in Terra movie. Wait a minute. But the Experiment in Terra movie is from the original Galactica series, Quag. You're telling me that they took something from that and put in for that Galactica 1980 thing? Is that what you're saying? A Putin's Cat, Wolfman Jack was in an episode of Galactica 1980, yes. And one with the human Cylon, whatever that episode was called, something. Night of the Cylon, something or whatever.
Yeah, we just was looking at the title, yeah. So they said notes and trivia. This is Dirk Benedict's favorite episode. A sequel episode entitled The Wheel of Fire was planned but never filmed. In it, we would have learned that Angela is from the Ship of Lights, and the events of this episode were all a test to see if Starbuck was worthy of joining them, which in Wheel of Fire he has done. Huh.
Well, we'll never get to see that.
Yeah, I don't know if that's, of course, it's the interwebs, but
what if they were going to do one, if they got a chance to make more, do one that answers what happened to Apollo?
Yeah. Yeah, so her line, Angela says, this child is safely on its way, and I'm ready to return home now, and I judge this mortal to be good, so very good. Yep. Next scene, Dr. Z is seen reading from the Galactica's files about the crew taking in a child from the stars, meaning the events of his dream. Adama reveals that Dr. Z was that child. Yep.
Right? Yep.
Yeah.
I watch that episode so much. If I had access to it at this moment, I would watch it right now. But
actually, you do.
I do? Weird.
Yes, you do.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. So, well, thanks. I forgot. Galactic 1980 is why the second season of Buck Rogers sucks. Says, is Galactica, let's see, Putin's Cat says, is Galactica 1980 why the second reason? So, I don't know. I mean, even though it was Glenn A. Larson, I'm not sure how connected they are, Putin's Cat. It could. I mean, I'm not sure. I think not necessarily, but there could be a connection. All I can tell you is the second season of Buck Rogers. I do love the pilot, but even though I love the pilot, they were dead wrong to leave Earth. They leave Dr. Hewer, they leave Dr. Theopolis, they create all these dopey other characters. The Searcher was a dumb idea. He was Glenn Larson was busy. Leslie Stevens, I think part of it's because Leslie Stevens wasn't on board with the second season, if I remember right. But I don't know.
Were they trying to make it more like Star Trek in that second season?
They were trying to be like Star Trek. That's a lofty goal and all that stuff because they had a lot of crappy episodes in the first season as well. But still, Buck Rogers is always so cool. That's one of the most underrated acting performances of anyone I've ever seen in terms of charisma because I love the pilot, the first couple episodes of the Buck Rogers show, and I love the pilot for the second season and stuff. But there are a lot of really stupid, silly, asinine episodes that have dumb stories. And even Gil Gerard said that. But Gil Gerard is so cool as Buck Rogers. Even in a dumb episode, he's fun to watch.
Plus, he's got to wear that tight outfit too, right? That ain't easy either.
Hey, but man, I tell you what, the ladies liked him. He had charisma. He was funny. He was likable. Yes, I mean, he could do anything. Of course, he was a Mr. Do-It-All. But that's okay. He was fun because it was a kid's show. I mean, it was, for the most part, it was a young people's show. And like Galactica, this was a family show. Of teenage boys and families could enjoy it. It's not like Star Trek. That's an adult show. Okay, Star Trek is always adult. Buck Rogers was for younger viewers, but adults could enjoy it.
And I could see that something like, "Hey, Dad, let's watch Buck Rogers," and Dad would be like, "Sure, let's watch Buck Rogers all together." Yeah.
And
like, Dad, why did you pause the VCR there?
Why do you keep pausing it? What are you doing?
Couldn't do it back then, but
make sure you record this one, son, because we can see Princess Ardala better and Wilma Deering. That's it. Yeah, I mean, it's a goofy, silly show and I read interviews back then with Gil Gerard said he didn't like the stories because he wanted to be more like Star Trek. He wanted serious stories. And he I guess they thought that's what they were doing with season 2. But
for the character of Hawk, I always enjoyed his character. But
he was that first one with him in it. He's a badass, and he's really cool. After that, still Tom Christopher's really good in the role, but it was just he became like that Dr. Goodfellow's babysitter, and he's kind of just amicable, and he was good, but it's not the same.
It wasn't the same badass, right?
No, but Buck was still cool. The show wasn't as good.
And they put Wilma in that ridiculous stewardess outfit, right?
Yeah, there it is, the little dumb hat. I mean, the outfit's bad enough. The hat's like, why? What is she working at? Is she working at like Shoney's or something?
Yeah, what's going on with that? Yeah, who thought that was a good idea?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's this kind of thing too. When you're a costume designer, you think, oh, maybe this will work, and it's supposed to be, military, but just looks too much like a flight attendant, unfortunately.
Not good.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to start wrapping it up, everybody, because we've got a watch party to do.
Yeah. We'll do, we'll
in
head
about
on over
15 minutes, I guess.
Yeah. Yep. We'll move it back 5 minutes. We'll do 12:35. Yep.
Okay, that's cool. I've got a good chance to go. So everyone, we're going to have the watch party.
They put the link in.
At let's see, at Mark's channel. Mark's going to put the link in for the latest episode of Code Check the Night Stalker that we'll be reviewing tomorrow night. So let's see here. Let me show notes. Let's see. Show notes are as follows. I will be on Midnight's Edge After Dark tomorrow night, probably hanging with that great group over there. Then Clabby's Clubhouse, Blake 7 episodes, Star 1. Star Trek Comics, Star Trek Unlimited number 4, I think. And then Cold Jack the Night Stalker. I don't know what the episode is, but what is the episode?
Oh, the episode is let's see, I can't read it. It's the devil. What was it? The devil's platform.
Devil's platform, indeed.
And it's about a politician and the devil.
Wow.
And
he's fighting the devil. Ooh, cool.
You figure out who.
Then well, there you go.
how that goes. Yeah, no surprise, surprise, surprise. A politician in with the devil. Yep.
Never would have thunk it. Friday, back to Fridays again. Let's see. Let's Fantastic Fridays, of course. J-Man and Sean on J-Man's channel. I joined them over there for continuing our reviews of the legendary run by the great King of Comics, Jack Kirby, on his amazing run. No, it's fantastic run on the world's greatest comic magazine, Fantastic Four 1 through 102, the first 6 annuals, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Friday nights. Friday nights, a great night for comics because Friday Night Comic Shock is 8:30, and the great 32 flavors of Nick Weiser. Sorry, Dick. I can't talk tonight. Anyway. So yes, there's that. And we'll be reviewing, I think, D-Bud and it's going to be there. Reviewing some Spider-Man issues from the Ramita run. That's what we did a little last week. And that's a great group over there. Please join us. And then Saturday night Star Trek, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Actually only 2 episodes this week because this is the season finale of Star Trek Voyager Season 6. So we'll have a little recap wrap party after we review 2 episodes of that. And with that, of course, Injure Week in Geek, the return of Sunday Night Geekery on the Chief Engineer's channel. Great. Bach D with a C, Sunday Night Geekery, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come join us. Chill out, Injure Week, relaxing as with other geeks. It would be fantastic. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
It's Amazing Spider-Man 49 through 52. Thank you, D-Bud. Because I was about to read the wrong issues. I thought it was before those. Okay, cool. Anyway, so there's that. And you might even a little bit of geekery, who knows? Eatery, that is. And then, of course,
Eatery, yep, there will be.
We're on Earth B this past week. Well, now we'll be back to our Legion reviews on J-Man's channel, 6 p.m. Central on Monday. So there we go for that. I'll shout out our wrenches really quickly, then we'll get out of here. Eric K, Chris Persia, D-Bud Martin. Thanks, D-Bud, buddy. Appreciate you. Lord Thoth, J-Man, Max Redstone, Phantom Outsider, Larry, Maddie, Steady, Kal-El. And all of you, thank you so much for being here tonight, whether you watched, whether you lurked and watched, or watched on a download rerun. Thank you so much. It's very much appreciated. We'll get everybody shouted out tomorrow night. But I appreciate you all. Thank you for being here. Hey, and hope I didn't miss anybody. Have a fantastic remainder of your weekend. Please join us over there at the Kolchak watch party, if you will, on Mark's channel in about 15 minutes, right?
Yep, and then RJ Godzo. Yeah, I put it in a Cosme room, so if you don't have access to the episode, you can get it there. But I believe the Night Stalker is streaming in a bunch of places, so I put a timer up so you can do it. But I'll put the link in over at my channel where to head to hang out and watch it. Yep. Also, everyone, please subscribe to my good buddy Cinema Gulp. Had a good time hanging out with them on their channel tonight. And go over there and subscribe to them if you would. I'd appreciate it. There's the link. So, again, thank you all and have a fantastic remainder of your evening. Clobberin.
Poker. You know the game?
Clobberin.
You have to set an example even in the face of stupidity. Now, everybody that reads comic books knows that Kirby's Silver Surfer is the only true Silver Surfer.
I just love clobbering time.